Hey folks, Brian, we got to play RQG tonight, and the party ended up staying the night in another tower further away, and we're able to get a night's rest and get 3/4 of their magic points back and that kind of thing. And then on the way back to the keep, they sent Illustrate out ahead because she's the sneaky type, and she was making her move quietly rolls and did some listen and scan, and she noticed as she was passing one of the other towers on the wall that she heard noises inside and saw some movement. So okay, probably something there. So she lets everybody know, hey, and they come up to where she is, and then she sneaks up forward, but she isn't quite able to get a view into what could be in there or not. So they decide, okay, let's go somewhere else. So they backtrack. They end up heading north, and sure enough, there's a path goes to the north wall, and there is a stairwell or a ladder that's still there to get to the top of the rampart. And they get up there and they start following the rampart around, and it gets close to another tower um, that's part of this whole inner complex piece. And as they're trying to be quiet, sneak by, somebody fumbles, and so it turns out there are in fact brew inside that tower. So they hear something, so they start sneaking towards the entrance to try and ambush anybody who's coming around the side of their building. And uh, it was Despoli who critted on his scan, so he was able to see through some of the cracks in the broken parts of the wall, kind of thing. Excuse me. You can see, okay, there's a handful of brew in there. So they come around towards the front, and they kind of get back, and they're going to shoot at whoever comes out. Since the brew know they're coming around, they haven't come out yet, so one of them sticks his head out, and so there's like three of them with bows, doing headshots at this guy. One was successful, did a lot of damage, but didn't take him out. Um, and then people move up. There's a big brew inside. He comes out, engages it in the stairwell, in the doorway. So there's a fight going. They took him out pretty quick. And then Jarstakos, who critted his inspiration for his sword with his air rune, so he's got plus 50 on that thing, decides to just burst into the doorway. Oh, and Miriam summoned her darkness elemental inside the tower. Inside the tower were the three brew, but the one brew died in that round that it came about, so it's got two targets. Chooses one. The other one was actually running. The one got shot in the head. He took off. He went downstairs and out. There's another guy there who was going to who threw a javelin when everybody was doing that combat in front, and he ended up fumbling badly. So he rolled twice on the fumble table. He ended up losing two melee rounds of actions, and then a follow-on 3 attacks. So he twisted himself up something fierce. So when Jarstakos was running there, takes 5 sharp ranks for his eyes to get adjusted because it is dark in here from outside, right? Even though there are light coming through, it's just not from bright to dark, right? So I gave him 5 strike ranks, his eyes adjust, and then okay, there's the guy, and it can't defend itself, so whack, 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 and then Garuf goes in and whack, 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 and they chop him up and then nothing. And then Josh Takos starts looking around because he's expecting more brew, and he sees a stair, so he goes down. End up breaking some of the stairs, so we end up falling down, but he was able to do a jump to decrease damage, and made his dex roll to determine where he actually landed on, and so he took no damage. But the brew's not down here. There is an exit. He checks out the exit, does a scan, doesn't see anything. So he comes back up. Everybody else comes in. Illustrate while this was going on, I was checking out another tower. It's empty, nothing there. So eventually everybody gets back. They go, Despole goes upstairs to the attic area. Nothing there. Comes back down. Okay, nothing's here. So I kind of point out that there's this covered walkway that connects this tower, actually all the way to the keep tower. So into the keep they go. And Despole's player was having some kind of issue with the owlbear light. He wasn't able to see anything. Not sure what was going on with that, but so I used a party token because they're trying to remember, okay, where's that stinky smell coming from? Well, it's coming from stairs to the south. So they go south. They find, actually, it was a secret door, if I remember right. Maybe I didn't let them know that. And the secret door, stairs going down. They go down. So I created this new map, and there's two links to live play because at some point my recording just stopped. In fact, I haven't even double checked to see if there's anything recorded. So there should be two recordings of live play if you're into that kind of thing. And so I'm using that token to move them around, and they go down to the stairs. And then we bring up this new map. Well, this new map, I wasn't fully fleshed out. Plus, I had to do some reading up real quick. So I was trying to get them to get to the 4th level, but they go into this one instead. But hey, it is what it is. So they go down to this stinky area. And so while they're kind of moving slowly around, I'm quickly pulling up pawns and placing them out on the map where they're supposed to be. And so there's some kind of dead space going on in there just because I was trying, okay, what do these runes actually do? That kind of stuff that I completely forgot. But then once we're all synced up, they start moving around and moving around, and I'm moving the map on the view screen, which is on my host computer, not on my laptop, which is where I see everything, right? That just depicts their light, what they can see. And so they're moving around. There's these runes on the floors. They kind of stay with me. Oh, Illustrate uses her Empire of the Worm's Friends lore. She's checking some other stuff, but that's the one that would really work. Okay, this symbology is reminiscent of the Empire of Worm's Friends, and it reads something along the lines of fear or terror. Possibly, I didn't mention this, but it could have been something like stay away kind of thing, maybe. Because that's what it's supposed to do, right? So they bypass that, they go around, they find another one, they go further north, they find another one, they come around, they go into a room. Finally, at that point, start searching for secret doors, don't find anything. And they come back out, and there's another one, so they start trying to get by it. So I'm having them making dex rolls because they can trigger these things. And in fact, Dastapoli does, in fact, trigger it. So there's this screeching howl, scream, screech, something, but it gives off the sound, right? And there's a fear effect, but he made his saving throw on that. But they can hear, well, a couple of them make their listen rolls, and yeah, there's noises coming from the north and from the south. And so they're kind of wandering around again. And while they're wandering around, I'm grabbing these tokens, start moving them. They're coming around. And they come to this other rune area. And Despoli jumps across it. But at the point he jumps across it, zombies are coming actually into that intersection. And so that's where we ended it. He jumped back across the other side. Zombies are moving in and parties on the other side. That's where we ended it for the night on the cliffhanger. Because it's 11:30 and there's no way we could get anything going with as many zombies we've got happening here. I don't think they've actually run into zombies. We talked about that for a little bit. Have we run into zombies before? They may have run into zombies when I did the Sunken Castle in Delicty Swamp by Quackford, or Duck Point, or one of the duck villages on the edge of Delicty Swamp. But I don't recall if there are actually zombies there or not, or if they run into zombies while they were there. But it is what it is. Happy gaming!